good. So how was your first day of practice?
It was good. It was electrifying. You know, it's great to be back home, back under the sun. But it was good overall.
What was that process like as you were kind of deciding whether or not to come here? Like, what was kind of the allure of coming to USC?
Oh, it was tough. It was really tough. But what really got me was just coming back home, being with my family. You can't beat that for the last year of your college career. You really can't. And I haven't seen my family in really over 4 years, and so, you know, just coming back home and seeing them every single day, it's different, and I love it so much.
You mentioned in your Instagram post, you and your fiancé want to get closer to Southern California. You had to talk through that, why that was so important.
Yeah, you know, my fiancé is a huge part of my life, and her family's down here too. So it's really nice just to come back home with her and play out my dream, you know, and do it with her at the same time. It's all just right.
When did USC approach you, like after you got into the portal? Like how quickly did they reach out?
Fairly fast. You know, Coach McDonald, he's always taken an interest in me ever since he was in Utah. But you know, he approached me really fast actually, and it caught my eye. You know, you just can't beat it.
What was their message in terms of like their vision for you in this offense?
You know, they'll give me an opportunity to expose all the everything I could do. You know, and give me an opportunity to be the best I could be, best football player I could be, to get me to that next level. And you know, the way that they put it, it was hard to beat. You know, Coach Lincoln and Coach Mack, you know, they have a good way of going about things.
What was your impression of Caleb so far?
Oh, I love Caleb. You know, I played against him in the ball game and kind of had that animosity about him, but I love that kid. You know, he has such a high energy, and he's such a great teammate, even better person. You know, he's a great player.
You were so productive at Oregon. How hard was it to leave and not finish things out of your story?
You know, it was tough. You know, Oregon is, you know, my first love, and it always will be. But it was just, I gave everything I could to that school for 4 years straight, and it was time to move on.
Most transfers are looking at depth charts and playing time. You're thinking about fiancé and family. Did you feel like it was more of an adult decision than a lot of kids have to go through?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, it was a huge decision. You know, there's always going to be competition everywhere, and I know that. You know, and I've been competing my whole career, you know, with CJ and Tony Brooks James and all those guys, and so it wasn't, you know, a really hard decision in that aspect. It was more of, you know, just uprooting my family and coming down here. You know, it was one of those grown man decisions for sure.
Was there anything about the draft at all? Or?
Oh yes, for sure. It was either, you know, I was coming down here, I was coming home, I was going back to Oregon, I was going to the draft. You know, and this just had more pros than the rest of them.
What about this offense really sort of appeals to your style or your skill set?
Oh, they run the ball, they pass the ball, and I could do both. So it was just, you know, I fit in perfect.
Given that you wanted to come here, did you reach out to them, or did they reach out to you first?
They reached out to me first, you know, but I still had that eye on them, you know, and it was honestly surreal because I didn't get recruited out of high school, so I didn't know what any of that process was like. I had 2 offers, you know, Oregon and New Mexico State. And so getting recruited out from my transfer portal, that was just a surreal moment for me.
Given that, how much pride do you take in what you've accomplished in your career, even from that origin point?
I didn't hear you say.
How much pride do you take in everything you've accomplished coming from that kind of starting point?
You know, I take a lot of pride in it, but I know I haven't really done anything yet. That's what I feel like. You know, I know I've had a big kind of career up to this point, but I still feel like deep down I haven't done anything yet.
How many schools would you estimate reached out to you?
I would say most of the Pac-12, some of the Big 10, Big 12. It was quite a few, so it was a lot.
Thank you, Travis.
Thank you.
Travis. Out of curiosity, when did you get